Really excited about this opportunity to go down to Brazil, learn about their culture, see a place I've never been, and, get some new Charger fans down there. So we know we got a big challenge. The Chiefs' defense, outstanding unit, extremely well coached, very versatile. It all starts up front with Chris Jones and Karlaftis, and they just, they signed Naji back, I think a week ago or so, and but those guys are big-time players that need to be accounted for. And then the linebackers, I think, are excellent players, run and pass, starting with Bolton, number 32, and Tranquil, 23, is an outstanding blitzer. Bolton's just sideline to sideline, great instincts. And then, 54 will come in. He's a pretty versatile guy as well. And then the third level of their defense, you got to start with McDuffie, 22. The guy's got great feet, and is a really good cover guy, really good player. So excited about the challenge, and looking forward to getting on the plane here in a couple hours. We got some work to do. The hay's never in the barn. I'm a YouTube Premium member. I just want to mention that. So I'm excited for YouTube and for us to be able to be on that platform in front of all those people. Any questions?
You mentioned the D-line. What do you need to see from this offensive line for you guys to be successful on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, against them, and really it's every week. It's a big challenge blocking guys with, that much ability, certainly. But I think everybody would say, man, we want to block it perfectly every play, and that's the goal, and that's what you're chasing. There's going to be times where they might get off a block or make a play, and we got to get back in the huddle and get back to business. But it's all about the next play, and being able to control the line of scrimmage is a huge advantage, run and pass. So guys have been working hard, and looking forward to the challenge.
Jim said that Naji's been cleared for contact. Just what kind of boost is he kind of giving your guys' offense, and how have you seen him the last week and a half?
Yeah, he's looking good out there. Not sure quite how that's going to factor into the game just yet. We're still a couple days away. But, if we can get Naji out there performing, I think it's really going to bring a lot to our offense. Run game, pass protection, passing game. He's a very versatile guy. So excited about that. Just excited to see him back in the flow. And really, you can kind of see every day just getting a little bit sharper. And but he's moving really well.
Is he worked in with Justin?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, he's working in.
Yesterday he looked like he was large of a tray, and this is the beginning period that we watched. Is that when he started to work himself back in?
No, he was getting it was pretty organized plan, but he was working with everybody really, rotating in and out, that type of thing.
When it comes to Joe Alt, just how have you felt like he's kind of slipped into that left tackle's position? Is it kind of like riding a bike for him, going from college? Last year obviously right, but now going back to his natural position?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been pretty seamless, really, as seamless as I've seen. I'm really excited about Joe and the year he's about to have. He's really working hard, totally dedicated to every facet of what we're trying to do. And, I think he's really becoming a great leader for us as well.
Do you feel like it's impressive to see somebody like him that comes in and is able to do either, like last year, has to be right tackle, then this year, because of the injury, has to switch over to left tackle and be so versatile?
Yeah, and it's interesting. Some guys, are groove, just, I call them groove jobs, where they're just so much more comfortable in one spot, one side. And then some guys, okay, you want me to go to the left? Okay. Want me to go to the right? Okay. Now obviously it doesn't happen just like that. You got to get a body of work built, get some muscle memory going. But he's one of those guys that's pretty ambidextrous. Okay, you want me to do this? You want me to do that? So it's pretty seamless for him.
Okay. Justin is like this kind of player that I feel like a lot of people around the league forget, like Joe Montana said, that he would put him in his top 3. People would see him around. Look at people that Justin usually associated with, like the Joe Burrows, that have a lot more postseason success than he does. Do you think about that at all? And I don't know, just like big picture, is that like something you want? Like how badly is that something you want to accomplish? I know for the team, but for him, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, at every level. I mean, that's why I'm in it, postseason success. And it's not easy to get into the postseason. I think, what is it, 12 do and 20 don't or something along those lines, 14, I can't remember. But you want to be in one of those seats when the music stops. And that's a year-long mountain you're climbing. And this is the first step of the regular season for us. But as far as team success in the playoffs, been fortunate to be there many, many times and be a part of those types of teams. And that's what it is. It takes a team. So, yes, I want Justin to have all the success possible in the postseason. I want everybody to have it, though, and it's going to take everybody's efforts, But that's what it's all about, is getting into the playoffs and making something happen then. So, last year it was a good year. We took a good first step. This year, a totally different challenge. We want to take another step or two.
The rookie wide receivers, Keenan Allen, like how big do you see them being involved? I guess game one.
It depends how the game goes. It really depends how the game goes. It could go a bunch of different ways. There's some certain guys on the roster that are probably going to be on the field a lot more. Some guys might not. They might be on less. They might be on more, depending on how the game unfolds and what directions we go in. And you make a left turn, you make a right turn. All the different things that can happen during the course of a game, the situations that come up, that type of thing. So, we're pretty open-minded about that. Guys got to be ready to play every play, but then handle whatever's given to them.
How do you feel like Keenan has integrated himself in the offense?
Outstanding. This guy's brilliant guy. I mean, he picked it up like that, and it's easy to converse with him about football because he knows what he's talking about as a veteran and a really intelligent guy. So that's been great. And then him talking to the guys, is obviously priceless. So I'd say seamless. Is probably the best word I could think of. And we're just getting started. And I think, as usually happens, our offense will probably evolve in different ways as the season goes on. And we want to get as many people involved as possible in the winning efforts. And every week it's going to be a little different. But Keenan, A+ so far as far as integrating into everything.
To add on to Keenan, where is he at as far as conditioning wise? Has he now caught up with everybody on the team and obviously missing training camp? Where is he at?
Yeah, I think he's made really good strides. I mean, he knows his body really well. And I was talking to him about it the other day, and he's feeling pretty darn good and looking pretty darn good. So I think he's on schedule.
He kind of scoffed at the notion that him and Ladd can't fit together in the same offense because they both obviously live in the slot, but he kind of scoffed at that and said, "We're both football guys. We're going to be able to make this fit." Is that kind of the way you've kind of seen it, obviously as the OC?
Yeah, and it goes beyond just that. It goes to everybody. Everybody fitting in and being part of it. I think those two guys can clearly be on the field at the same time sometimes not. And, I don't think that's a challenge at all from a coaching standpoint. And those guys are it's great communication going on there too. So that's great as well. But yeah, I mean, he scoffed at it. I scoff at it. There we are.
In 2021, you told us at one point you felt like him and Justin could put on blindfolds, go out there, and they'd be able to find each other. Is that kind of the way you've kind of seen in the month that you've had so far with him?
Yeah, I think it's been a build-up process as far as him getting into our offense. And, we like to spread the ball around, throw it to the open guy, run the ball, all those things. So, I definitely think they've got a really built-up chemistry, and they can communicate on things pretty efficiently. And so is Ladd. Ladd's with Justin now as well, too. So, and he's really growing into a leader, as is Keenan. So that's it's exciting, really exciting.
How do you feel like the offense? I'm sorry. how do we feel like the offense is kind of like last year? There were some question marks at receiver, tight end, and everything. This year, it seems like you guys really retooled and kind of have a stronger unit than you guys did last year. Basically, every offensive position when it comes to skill.
Yeah, you never know how these games are going to go, but as far as on paper, I think we're ahead of where we were last year at this time, but we got to go out and do it. Really like who we have, and then we just got to keep working, keep trying to get 1% better every day, and be ready to perform on game day. I think these guys have been practicing outstanding, A+, work, focus, buy-in, all that stuff, and now we just got to build towards game day and let it rip. But yeah, really like who we have, and I think, like I said, this is 30 years ago was my first year doing this, and I've seen a lot of seasons, a lot of balls kicked off, and things will change as the year goes on. Right now we're focused on one singular thing, but from a big picture standpoint, we'll evolve. We'll do some different things as we go, and look forward to all of that.
Adding on to that, you've talked a couple times in offseason about wanting the run game to be a little more consistent. This year than what last year. Where do you feel that, obviously with the unknowns with week one, and how important is it to have a consistent run game for the offense?
Yeah, I mean, I think if somebody offered you the ability to have a good, consistent running game, I don't think there's anybody in the world that would say, no, I don't want that. To that point, it's something. It gets into the whole discussion of balance and actually being able to control a game and staying in control of situations as opposed to a victim of situations, or so yeah, strong running game, very important. We want to continue to improve that. How's that going to happen? Just day-to-day work and dedication. I think the guys are putting it in, and we'll see where we're at. It's like you said, I think that was a good way to put it. A lot of unknowns week one for everybody. It's 32 teams, and nobody really knows for sure. So we're about to find out. But guys have put the work in, like where we're at, and I think we'll continue to ascend in that area too as the season moves on.
Is there anything outside of football you're looking forward to about this trip?
Yeah, great question. I mean, just the idea. I've never been south of the equator, so this is going to be exciting. I've studied about that country when I was younger in school and whatnot, and now I get to go see it, meet some people, and get a feel for the culture down there. I think it's wintertime down there, isn't it? Yeah, so that's all pretty neat as far as I'm concerned. Us being able to do that. Yeah, I'm dressed for it. Got my my logo sweatshirt on. Yep. There's our sponsor. Shout out to American Airlines. We'll see.
You got promised 15,000 miles and everything.
Now, where's Daniel? Is Daniel en route? Okay. Well, Daniel, I hope you travel safe. Hope the connection in Atlanta goes smooth. Hope the luggage gets there. That's very important. Been on a few trips where the luggage didn't show up when I did, so good luck with that. We miss you. But anything else, guys? I haven't had a chance to, but yeah, there you go. Very good.
YouTube Premium. I'm sure there's lessons on YouTube.
Yes, good call. Thank you very much. Outstanding.